All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Okay. So I have my brother here with me tonight. I'm waiting on YouTube just got Roshan Frenchie Breeders. Hey baby. YouTube just got Roshan Frenchie Breeders. YouTube has gotten All in the Family. Let's do a mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Okay, audio is sounding great on our side. Let's check your side. We
Mic
live,
check,
bro.
mic
We live.
check.
We
Yeah,
live.
I'm out.
Okay, notification just went out for you. Oh, yeah,
There we
bro.
go.
We are doing a dual
We
live
in.
stream.
We in.
The likes are coming through. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm gonna give you over to the people, let you introduce yourself, and we're gonna get
There we
right in.
there we go.
Okay. So hey y'all, we are the Roshan Frenchie Breeders, home of the 3K Pup Baby, and tonight we will be talking about the basic breeder budget. And I have my brother on the line. Not my brother on the line. Hey, I know my brother on the line. I got my brother on the line tonight.
We here, we here, man. Welcome, 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 man. This is all in the family 706. The dog breeder with alopecia. Just checking in with y'all tonight. So y'all tune in and listen up. Gonna have a great one for y'all.
Okay, y'all. So listen. Are y'all ready for this collab? Listen to me tonight. Are y'all ready for this collab? Oh, Bliss for Fun is here. So let me make
Say
sure
what's up, Bliss.
I know our Bliss is here, our moderator. So let me make sure that the comments is not hiding anyone's face, and we are good to go. Okay, so bro, you want to hop straight
Talk to
into it, or
me.
you want to warm them up a little bit?
Let's just warm them up a little bit. Warm
Okay,
them up, hype them up a little bit.
just a little bit.
You
Okay,
know,
should
just a
should we
little
get
bit.
should we get some music, or should we just
Just a little bit. And I
just
got music next time. You know what I mean? We
okay,
gonna pipe it up a little bit for them. Give
okay,
it to them how we used to do it during breeding season. You
okay,
know it.
okay? We're gonna bring the vibes tonight.
The light we
We
bringing
gonna
it. We
bring the
bringing disco lights
vibes.
out next time, y'all. So just be on the lookout. It's a party.
It's
This
gonna
is
be
a
a
party.
party. It's gonna be a party. Okay. So look, love loud bulldogs. I want to ask you a very serious question. Would you like to be a moderator for us at Roshan Frenchie Breeders? Is that okay with you? If we add you to our moderator list, let us know if you're able to, because we love your energy and we're actually really excited to meet you virtually. So let us know. But for those of you who missed the intro, we are the Roshan Frenchie Breeders, home of the 3K Pup Baby. And tonight, y'all are getting a full behind the scenes look at what it really takes to go live with a toddler and a baby. My husband just woke up, y'all. We were so tired. I just woke up as well. We had YouTube class today. What else? We broke some barriers today. We got into a slight little debate with a YouTube creator about YouTube. More coming on that soon if we have time. But tonight, you guys, I want to reintroduce to you the breeder with
Out in the family
alopecia.
76 with alopecia dog breeder with me,
Yeah.
y'all. First time saying it,
Yeah.
and it feels lovely, y'all, because I'm just going to give it to you who I am. I'm a dog breeder with alopecia, and I'm loving it. You feel me? That's me.
Yes. Okay. So listen, you guys. Tonight is very special because this is the first official live stream. So we are streaming on. Say hey, babe. We are streaming on Roshan Frenchie Breeders as well as All in the Family 706. It's a dual multicast live. We've been testing it out behind the scenes, but This is something that we are offering our members, especially our legacy legends. If you want to grow and grow fast, if you're watching tonight and you're like, oh, I want to learn how to turn content into cash, definitely, stay tuned, lock in, learn what you can learn from the live streams or the videos, or you can test it out for yourself by becoming a dream catcher or a legacy legend. So now I'm gonna add my brother back to the chat. Let's get some questions answered, bro. And then we're gonna get into tonight's message. Thank you so much for liking the live stream. I really appreciate it. But Love Loud Bulldog said hi, all in the family.
What's going on, Love Line? What's going on?
Okay, let's see who's here from your community too, bro. And get some shout outs over there. I'm gonna make Love Loud Bulldogs a moderator. My husband is behind the scenes. He is
What's
working,
up,
working,
brother?
working.
What's up, brother?
He can't hear you.
He gone.
You're
He's
yeah.
gone. He
You're ear
gone.
by ear.
He said, I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, he's trying to manage trust. Oh, look at Bliss. So Bliss is on your channel, bro.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And I meant to shout out Bliss and tell her thank you for the subscribe on my channel. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, Bliss. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. That is so beautiful that Bliss supports our community like that. Okay. And then Love Loud Bulldog said we can talk about how amazing the new dude is on Miss Dream. So okay. So that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But yes, I did cut my hair live. When, babe? Yesterday?
Yeah,
Yesterday.
it was
Yeah.
yesterday.
In honor of our brother. Because the whole week we have been talking about identity and how comfortable we want to be in our own skin. And I was getting headaches here very frequently. My hair had grown out, well, had grew out. It was getting really heavy, and it was time to cut it. Now, this is not the final do. Now, we're gonna switch it up, but I wanted to honor my brother. I knew it was time to make a change, and I cut my hair. So, new do. Do do. We
And it
don't know how
fits
long it's
real
gonna.
well.
Thank you, Rose. We don't know how long it's gonna be here. I might look a little different next week. But bro, let's get into budgeting and let's talk about all you have learned from the richest man in Babylon, because that's what the message and the lesson is on tonight. So I'm gonna solo you, and wherever you are in your okay, the baby grabbed the mic. But wherever you are in your journey of reading, I know last night, me, Bliss, and a whole lot of other people who was up at 3 o'clock in the morning, we got through chapter 3. And I've read ahead a little bit too. But so far, how much have you learned? And then we're gonna get into the content for the night.
Well, I tell you what, out of this whole journey through where I'm at right now with this book, I done learned about budgeting my time, my money, everything else. And I done wrote down some tips and I can give you the basics on what it takes for me. That's not even including the dogs and stuff like that. That's just me putting my money to the side, just point blank, period. So if my mortgage is, and I'm going straight down to the detail with it. And I'm bringing, okay, I'm gonna tell you, I bring in, say for instance, I bring in $8,000 a month. My mortgage is 1653. So you deduct that from that 1653, from that 8,000. So that leaves you with a little piece of chunk left. Then I got my water, electric, TV, my internet, and then all my bills and my wife's bills. So that's all included. So you take that's another what? Say for instance, that's another 2 grand out of that, right? So that leaves me with such, 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 such. And then when I was saying that I put so much to the side, I take my 10% after every month, what I pay out every month from what I have left, and I put that to the side for my business. Then the rest of it is just to sit on for stuff that we need around the house. So basically, I learned how to really reading this book helps me budget in my money every month. Me and my wife, me and my wife read it together. So it helps us budgeting. and it's actually getting us further along. And that's just the amazing part. That's just the amazing part behind it. It's just budgeting our money all the way throughout every month. And every month we still have money left over for us to do what we want to do with the kids and with the dog. So with that money, I got that money put to the side for the dog business. What I have to the side and what I have to the side right now, it jumped up from last time. I got about 6 grand put to the side for the dog business to get started. So that's for that business, and then the rest of it is just stuff that I like to do with it. Me and my wife do go out to eat sometime. Have a date night or something like that. But that's all we do. So that's just a little something simple what we learned from the book so far is basically budgeting your money. And it can always work out, you
That,
know.
bro, that's powerful. Thank you so much for sharing your journey. My husband said, "Oh, we need to move to Augusta." Our
Yeah,
mortgage is almost $2,300, bro.
it is. I'm telling you, I gotta I don't mind sharing. I don't mind sharing. It's a two-budget household, and we bring in about 8 grand a month. So out of the mortgage, come out of that, and water and all our bills. We knock all that out in the first week, and then we start chunking money for the business and chunking money for if we want to go out on a date night. And the rest of it is just basic miscellaneous stuff like gas and stuff like that. You know.
So I think we need to normalize debt management, and we also need to normalize income conversations. And this is something that I learned in the military. So, for those of you who might not know, I am a retired Army vet. And in the military, we learn how important it is for us to talk about income. Military pay is very public. It's not private. Your battle buddy to your right and your battle buddy to the left of you, you can look at their rank and Google how much money. Well, we don't have to Google it because when you're in the military, you know how much everybody makes because promotions are very prevalent in the military. And it's a time-based system. It's not necessarily how hard you work. So that is something that I learned in the military, and I'm actually so happy to even share that journey because I feel like as adults, right? In the workforce, you can be working for 17, 18, 19 years and you will never know how much your sister or your brother gets paid to you to the left and right of you. But it's like, bro, we're doing the same job. Why? Like, why can I know how much you get paid? And if we're doing the same job, why is it such a big secret, right? So I love that you said, hey, me and my wife are a two income household. We bring in $8,000 a month. And our mortgage, how much did you say your mortgage is, bro?
1853.
1653. We need to start normalizing these conversations because guess what? Our kids will then grow up hearing these conversations and be more
Yeah,
comfortable talking about money, budgeting, and finance. Hopefully, our kids won't even be in debt or have to incur, mortgage debt and credit card debt because we're going to set them up for their future. So, thank you
it
so much
says.
for opening the conversation. But go ahead, bro. We're
Yeah,
listening.
most definitely, and once you really, and I realize once you start budgeting things, and when there's a lot of things that we talked about in the beginning. Remember, I was always jumping out saying, "This is what I want. This is what I want." All that conversations out the door. Now it's, do I need it for the business sake? Because now I got that little dividend I can dip into my business account to grab stuff out if I need it for my business. You know what I mean? Because I'm always replenishing it for my business. I don't got my mindset out of, do I want that? Yes, I want it, but I don't need it. Because my mind's
Exactly.
not set up for that.
Exactly.
My mind's set up for something bigger and further out. You know what I mean? So that's what we at with it in the 706 household.
Okay. No, that's great, bro. So, I'll just break down our income really quickly. So, we're gonna be switching back and forth for a second, guys. Just bear with us. We're working out the kinks. Hopefully, y'all like the look tonight. But our We are on a, well, I guess a multi-income household. We
Yeah.
retired Babe. He went back to work. You know, he
Yeah.
went back to work for
Yeah, he had
Dream.
to go back, he said. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, he
Dream.
said he had to go back.
Yeah, thank you so much, Fluffy, for being here, girl. This is such a exciting conversation, and I know you're gonna love it tonight. We're talking about how to establish a basic breeder budget, and we are exposing, the darkness and the hidden secrets around how much families make, how are families able to budget and save, and we're talking about some real numbers tonight. So hopefully, you can take something away from the conversation tonight and even join in if you'd like. But Love Lab Bulldogs welcome Fluffy Checks, and Fluffy Checks is saying hi to Love Lab Bulldogs. Okay, so y'all, one of the things that I also had to learn too is it's okay to say it's not in my budget. It's okay. It doesn't make you broke. Even if it does, it's okay. Because guess what? What we're learning in The Richest Man in Babylon is how to protect your assets and your investments. This man said last night, I read in chapter, I believe 3, he said, I'm wealthy. Like he's the richest man in Babylon. And he said that even his wealth has limits. He puts limits on the money he spends on food, the money he spends on travel, the money he spends on leisure, and he's the richest man of his time in his city. And I said, now here we are, and I'm talking about we, I'm not talking about y'all. Not my, let me say me, because not Babe. Babe is a better budgeter than I am. He's a numbers whiz, like that's just him. And I love that about him. But I will see something, and whether it's in the budget or not, baby, we need it. I've already convinced myself we need it. We're gonna get it, but it's not wise. It's simply not wise. So we did buy the budget planner. I'm gonna show you guys, and of course we're not advertising it because I really haven't like put it to much use. I'm a paper and pen kind of girl, and I created a spreadsheet that I will share with you guys eventually. It's not done yet, but y'all, our mortgage is about $2,300. The square feet of our home is 2,300 square feet. We are paying $1 a square foot. Bro, how if you don't mind saying, how big is your home?
Our home is a 3 bedroom home, which is about 1,600 square feet.
And you pay
Sixteen
how
hundred
much?
square feet.
And you pay how
Sixteen
much?
fifty three. Sixteen
So
fifty three.
so I guess it's
It's
I
equivalent. It's equivalent almost.
wow. Okay, so maybe I should stop complaining.
It's equivalent. I mean, to be honest, I had caught it during a good timing. I mean, my interest rate is at a 5.5. So I didn't catch it during the right time. I caught it at the time it was spiking up. You know what I mean? So, but the credit score was good enough for me to keep me at where it was at. So that was the blessing.
Okay, so your interest rate you said is at a 5.5?
Yeah. Cause
Okay.
I just bought this house 2 years ago, and during that time, the interest rate was spiking up ridiculously high, cause it was
Right.
out of the housing market at the time.
Okay, so ours is at a 5.625.
See?
And our house, we bought this house in 2023. So let's see,
Yeah,
March. Going on 3 years.
about a year apart. About a year apart. Almost a
Yeah.
year apart. I bought this house in 2024. So about a year apart almost.
Okay, so at Love Lab Bulldogs is asking about house or home insurance and taxes. Let's talk about it, bro. You go. You go and I'll go.
Right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm with the homeowners insurance and stuff like that. With the taxes, I'm very blessed right now because I went through a first homeowners program, and they're actually exempting my taxes for the first 3 years of living in the house. So I'm really blessed with that. Now my homeowner's insurance, since I bought a new home, is ran through my insurance, and it just dealing with my it's really incohesive with my car insurance and my homeowner's insurance. So I had got a big discount. So all three of my cars and the homeowner's insurance. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm only paying $456 a month for that combo: car insurance, full coverage, and homeowner's insurance. So it's really, I'm mostly paying for my car insurance.
So wait,
You
bro,
know.
you just said you bundled three cars with homeowners
Mm-hmm.
insurance and y'all are paying 450,
456 to be exact.
and that's
Because
full
this is
coverage.
the that's full coverage.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's dealing all with the homeowners program that we was dealing with since I'm a first homeowners buyer. They was throwing discounts at us left and right. Like, God blessed us to be in this house we're in right now, because God blessed us with a $25,000 down payment for this house. So
Okay.
you, through the first homeowners program. So when we actually went to close, the lender was like, we're gonna have to owe them $1,000. But the lender was so efficient with his numbers that when we got there, we didn't have to pay nothing down extra from
Wow.
the 25,000. So
Okay. Okay.
everything.
I just have to like kind of regurgitate information so I can lock it up here. Okay. So you bought your home. Y'all bought your home 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
Paying 1750,
1653.
1653. Homeowners insurance is bundled with car insurance for three cars,
Uh-huh.
full coverage, and y'all
Mm-hmm.
paying 450,
456 to be exact.
456.
That's the easy. That's the exact number.
And y'all had to put down 25,000.
25,000, but that came all through the first homeowners program.
The first homeowners program. What is up, holiday bullies, our legacy legends?
What's
So
up? What's up,
yeah,
Holiday?
thank you so much for being here. Okay, so holiday bullies, listen, tonight we're doing a joint collab with Roshan Friendship Breeders and All in the Family 706, and we are talking about the basic breeder budget system and how we are saving for our future, because a part of all we earn is ours to keep. So that is what we have been learning by reading The Richest Man in Babylon. I'm so happy you're here because this conversation is necessary. So I know Love Lab Bulldogs wanted to talk about home owners insurance and taxes. So we just paid our HOA, which was very
Yeah.
expensive. Babe, how much was it? Almost
How much
2,000?
y'all pay for?
What, 18, 16? How much? Yeah, our HOA. 14? Okay. I skewed the numbers. Our HOA this year went up about $200. So our HOA was $1,400. We paid it. They gave us until January 30th to like come up with some type of agreement, payment plan or whatever. We just paid it. They keep inflating our HOA every year, and they are kind of like hiding some of the costs. But just like All in the Family 706, I'm so happy he said we are blessed to be in this house, because we're blessed to be in this house as well. We are a 100% disabled veteran family, so we don't pay any property taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't pay any
Yeah.
property taxes. Right now, we only have one SUV. Babe is considering to get a contractor car, like a car he only uses for his contract work, so that we can track the mileage like solely for at paid to deliver. But right now we only have one vehicle. I don't drive. Being a postpartum mom, Babe takes me anywhere and everywhere I need to go. So it works right now while the baby is still very, very, very young. So we pay, let me tell y'all specifically, we pay 195.35 for homeowners insurance and our car insurance on an SUV. which I find is not bad.
That's not bad at all. So see, it's just about almost in line on what I pay for 3 cars almost. You know what I'm saying? It's almost in the same line. It's like the bundle deal that we had got with our home was, I mean, I couldn't beat that. You know what I mean? They threw it so good at us that they patched everything together, and then on top of that, we got another homeowners like security thing just in case they don't cover certain things.
Mm-hmm.
That I went ahead and got another insurance cut policy, and that's like $75. But just in case this one don't cover something that's wrong with the house, I got this backup one that will. You know what I mean? So they both can work with each other, and
But
and
that's
that's only
really smart.
$75, and that was only $75 a month, and I was just securing everything in the household.
So that's really smart because we had to bundle a wind and I think it's wind and hail. Because of our zone, we had to get an additional insurance policy too. I think it's wind, water, and hail damage. That's not tied
Yeah.
to our homeowner's insurance. So yeah, thank you for even saying that. One thing that I did say I am going to do this year, I know I do it digitally, but I want to write it down. I want to like hand jam our budget and look at the numbers plain in sight on paper. So that's why I ordered this budget planner because I feel like sometimes when we're inputting numbers and inputting numbers, it's kind of hard to see the increase because if you're, well, I'll speak for me. I normally have a monthly budget spreadsheet, right? So I put all of the bills in January, all of the bills in February, and every month, so on. But sometimes I don't compare the increase or the decrease. But with this planner, we will be able to. So this conversation is so good. Okay, so let's continue, bro. What is a bill other than the mortgage, right? Other than the
Mhm.
mortgage. Well, let me give a backstory. Let me give a backstory. Last night I couldn't sleep. Me and Bliss was up. Bliss was up. The baby was up. Bliss was up with us. We were reading, right?
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
my in my prayer time and reflection time, I was like, okay, God, the biggest ailment that we have right now is our mortgage. So we spend a whole lot of time on YouTube, right? How can we have YouTube pay our mortgage? And I did the math, y'all. For YouTube to pay our almost $2,300 mortgage, all we need to make is $77 a day. Like, think about that. All the content that we put out as content creators, if we could just lock in and focus, bro, and yours is half that.
I know, I know. But you know what? When you were talking about your HOA, do you know it's places here in Augusta that's half of that
Don't
of
make us
HOA?
don't make us sick, bro. Don't make us sick, bro.
No, I'm not. But I'm being for real. Like I don't. But that's the whole thing. I get the purpose of an HOA, right?
Yeah.
But I get the purpose and I understand the whole process. But I know for a fact that some of these HOA are gorging these people for the money, man. And I know it
Oh, of
doesn't cost
course.
that much on what they're charging.
Of course. We
And it's
know it.
sickening to the stomach. It's
Yeah.
sickening to the stomach to see them how hungry they are. I
We
mean,
know it.
Jesus.
We know it. It is price gouging because we have an advisory board, right? That meets with the board and they take care of, the community and they have all these goals and these budgets and whatever, but nobody can explain to us why we are adopting a school. Like, what school are we adopting? Where is the money going? When repairs need to happen within the community, why aren't things being fixed? Like, we pay a lot of money for HOA in Texas.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. That's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's very
That's
expensive.
it.
And
That's expensive.
it's a up and coming area too. So
That's why.
a lot of things will be inflated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. But you know, this area, it's a couple areas down here in Augusta that's tremendously growing too. So I get what they doing. They trying to populate so many people with, like, we got a military base here. So you know, anything dealing with people that's coming to that base, you know, they feel like they can get any last dime out of them. So
Bro, I
and
trained
they
in
get it
Augusta.
too. You
I lived in
did, yeah,
Augusta for like I think 9 months.
yeah. That's about right. That's
Yeah.
about right. I
I'm
see how,
telling
you
you.
know, right after basic, they ship
Yeah.
you out for communication up here for schooling.
Yep. And you know it. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So going back to I know we derailed a little bit, but I felt like I needed to
yeah.
say
We
that.
did.
Thank you
Sorry
so
about that,
No, no,
y'all.
no, no. You bro, you never have to apologize. I derailed. I derailed because I felt like I needed to give you guys a little backstory, right? For those of you who are just joining, thank you so much for liking the live stream. We saw it come through. Okay. So tonight we're having a conversation about basic breeder budgets and how to save money and keep the money that we have saved and invest wisely. So I want to go into the 7 ways to cure being broke that we are learning from the richest man in Babylon. But I began to ask our brother, what is his biggest bill ailment? Like, what is one bill you're like, okay, guy, you got to take this one. Like, you got to do something with it.
You know, the only one that I sometimes feel like, because it always fluctuates for me, is our power bill. You know, it
Mm,
fluctuates. I can deal with the big
mm,
numbers, but it's just that power bill sometimes it fluctuates. Oh, you know, and then second right behind that is that water bill. Like, you know, poor Faith, but she like to let
mm.
that poor Faith like to let that water run for a while. We had to tell her
Ooh,
you got to slow that down there
ooh. I used to be like that. I used to
now.
be like that. My stepdaddy cut. I used to sit in the tub and let the shower run on me.
I'm
My
talking.
my
I'm
stepdaddy cut
t-
my water off one time.
I'm talking about the bill went from. Let me tell you that the bill went from $70 to $175. I'm talking about faithful let that water run in the morning for about 30 minutes at a time now. Before she go to school, I was like, Jesus
Huh?
Christ.
My husband has a question real quick. Huh? No, they can't. I can mic you up, babe, if you want. Let me let me mic you up really quickly. My husband has a question for JD. Y'all, I'm loving this conversation. We can do this on the regular. We if we need to do this
Yeah,
once a month and we
for
sit down
sure. We can
and
put
talk
that,
about
because you know, every month money fluctuates, though. You know what I'm saying? So it could be different.
right, right. It can be different. And especially with us being content creators, bro, I think it'll be great to have these conversations. Okay, babe, you're live.
All right, y'all can hear me loud and clear?
Let me know if y'all can
Let me
hear
know.
at
JD,
paid.
I just have a quick question, JD.
Can y'all hear my husband? Let us
Can
get
y'all
a
Yo,
hear
we
me?
get, we get, we get here. I
Okay,
got my brother. What's up, brother?
good, good. Good night, everyone. Good night. Welcome in.
Good
Welcome,
night. Hey,
everybody.
sleep well. Yes, sir.
JD, you don't have to give me the exact numbers, but is your truck more than 40,000? Let me know. And
What
also,
kind of?
did you went through Navy Federal?
Oh, he said he's with USAA. Y'all, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. Credit unions.
Yeah, I don't like
Okay,
USA.
okay, JD. I think all right, we're not gonna continue that conversation with JD over the live. I just wanted to know. He said no. All right, you need to give us a call then tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh,
We need to.
you wanna talk to him about Navy Fed?
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to take that $840 to maybe 400 or
Yes.
less. All right,
Yes.
JD?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
And oh, babe, so
So
he's
he's,
serving veterans now. So maybe
yeah,
that's a conversation we can have with his community.
yeah, and is JD 100%
He
disabled?
is, and
No,
Holiday Bullies is a military
JD,
family
no,
as
no, no,
well.
no, no. You could be paying for 2 truck with 840.
Yeah,
Maybe 3 truck. Nah,
yeah.
you need to give us a call.
Yeah, okay. So let me give y'all a little backstory for those of you who might not know how military banks work. I'm just gonna, throw out a little disclaimer, and then if y'all know military families and y'all can get in, then this might help save y'all a couple thousands of dollars. Even business loans. Navy Federal, in our opinion, is the best bank that we have ever come across for personal and business expenses, savings, certificate of deposits, loans, business lines of credit. Y'all, Navy Federal is so amazing. The interest rates are really, really, really low. We're not getting paid to say this. This is not sponsored. We went to the bank. What, babe? About 2 weeks, a month?
A month ago.
About a month ago looking for just some information. Long story short, y'all, Navy Federal offered us the best interest rate on a personal loan, not even a business loan, on a personal loan that we could use to pay off debt and undergird our business that, like, you will not believe. I'll have to sit down with my husband and we'll have to put a package together and run the numbers for y'all. But if you have credit card debt right now and you are paying on the up and up, and you are getting slammed with 26.99% of interest, I definitely advise you guys to, if you are a military family and you don't yet have Navy Federal, consider opening a Navy Federal account. You can do it over the phone or online, and all you need is $5. A $5 deposit will open your account. And we just go through them for everything now. We don't have our house through Navy Fed yet. We're actually waiting to refinance, but our car is with them. And now our lines of credit is with them, and all of our certificates of deposit, like every money account, everything will be kind of routed through Navy Fed, although we do have other bank institutions, which is wise. But we'll be talking more about that here soon, how not to just route all of your money and have all of your money sitting in one institution, because if that bank goes down, if that bank is hacked, you don't want to have all of your money sitting in one institution, right? We want to have different banks also so we can have different lines of credit if you need to borrow money. And we don't want to be borrowers, we want to be lenders. But in the event that you are starting a new business like us, you need lines of credit, or you need a personal loan to pay off some debt, to lower those minimum payments, or even some of the bigger payments. I think it's wise to consider Navy Federal or a credit union. But that's just my half. What you want to add to that one, babe?
I love a bulldog said South Florida here and hurricane, so bills can get pretty high here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, where you have hurricanes a lot
Oh yeah, in
and
Florida.
certain stuff, yeah, the
Yeah,
insurance will
Florida.
be very high.
Yeah.
Also, Fluffy Check says we pay the car insurance off for 6 months, not to worry and get the discounts. Okay.
Yes, we do that too. Well, we were doing it. I
I
think it's
think
monthly now. They have us
no,
on a
they have us a monthly. I think you were doing it for 3 or 6
Yeah,
months.
we were, but how USAA does it now is monthly. I'm looking at it now. Auto and
Okay.
property is 195. But well, they calculated it as a 6 month premium and they just divide it to
Um.
pay it
al-
monthly.
Also, all in the family. I'm glad that topic also come up because a couple days ago, me and my wife was saying we wonder if you have Navy Fed to
Y-
all in the family because we
yes,
know your
thank you, babe.
dad was
I
in the
have
military.
I'm with a federal credit union though. I'm with Pentagon, which is also a military based um They based out of Washington D.C. Then I got a couple different banks I bank with. I'm spread it out like Sis said earlier. Like I got a little bit nibbed here, a little bit nibbed there. Then me and my wife got a joint account through SRP Credit Union. I'm basically dealing with credit unions.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe during another live stream, bro, we can sit down and talk about interest rates too.
yeah,
Um,
for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
interest rates and compare interest rates for certificate of deposits because that's something that we do for our boys. Um, even if it's $100 a month, $1,000, whatever we can put aside for our boys to just sit in a certificate of a deposit, I think it's wise. But I want to talk to y'all more about that once we get more information because the rates kind of fluctuate.
Yeah. JD say
They
I'm
do.
very interested. And Fluffy Check says NASA Federal Credit is another good one as well.
Okay, so that's good. I'm happy we all know about credit unions
Yeah.
because they do offer some of the best interest rates.
They do.
Yeah, they really do. Okay, bro, you take it away. Where you want to go in conversation now?
Oh man, we can go in all different kind of directions since we talking about really major stuff going on. Let's talk about the real budget things. After you budget, I mean, what do you do with the money that you have left over? I mean, what we do with it? I mean, some people say they put it to the side, like I do. I put mine to the side because I got another. I'm doing my business thing. But some people want to spend it. I mean, what does the community spend their money on that they got left over after all the bills are paid off? What y'all do with the rest of y'all money? That's what I would like to know. We tell y'all what we do. We put our money to the side for the business, and then we got a little play money that we want to go out with our family, and the rest we just hold. But what do the community out here do with their money?
That's a great question. I would love to hear from everybody. So, one of the things that we have started back doing is saving. We give a lot. We do a lot behind the scenes that we just don't publicize, but we give a lot. We support one of Babe's family members back home in Dominica. Is a very small island. It's hard. It's hard on all of us. Let's be honest, but it's hard. It's really hard out there. But she was so receptive to us when she first met us as a couple. She gave us her room, she gave us her bed. Y'all, this lady didn't know me from anybody on the street. And she opened her home up to us like you will not believe. So we support her and I pray, that we're able to support her on a monthly basis. But with the extra income that we have right now, which is little because we're undergirding so many different businesses and arms of our business, and breeding is very expensive. We are supporting family back home. We are running a lot of promotional ads on our YouTube channels, like a lot. We promote very, very, very heavily for our business. We put money aside, of course, for the business. What am I leaving anything out, babe? Uh, Something else I wanted to say. Oh, y'all, you said what are we spending our money on? We have so many software subscriptions like you will not believe.
But see, that falls in the line for the business, though. That I believe stuff like that for your business. That's where it falls into play at. Because remember that was that one question I asked you about the editing programs. Do you think it's worth me already investing into it, or do I need to find that one that I really like and I like it, then invest into it? Remember I asked you that sis?
And what did I
Remember
tell you?
you said try the free out first, and that's what we
Try
doing.
try free. And you like free. You like free.
I love free. Free is always
Exactly.
good for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah, as a new business, what we want to do is limit expenses, and we're gonna get into the book, and we might not read extensively tonight, but I do want to talk about the 7 cures for being broke. like how to really become wealthy, because it's 7 things that we all should be doing. And I want to pinpoint each one. But as a new business, especially as a breeding business, you're going to have a wealth of expenses anyway. And my husband can probably speak to this. In the beginning of our business, bro, we blew thousands of dollars on dogs that we no longer have, on bowls and blankets and this and that, trying to be cute and fancy. Guess what? It's all a waste, because sometimes cute is not functional. So once
Right.
we once we start getting out of, oh, this breeder got it, I gotta have it. No, see if free works first. I'm here to tell you, see if you like free first. Fluffy Check said free 99. And Love Loud Bulldog said, I love free. Y'all, we love free too. But what we've
Answer
learned
all
about
the
free,
comment.
okay. Okay, I'm missing some comments. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna give y'all to as paid to deliver, and then let the men talk really quickly. But what we have learned about free doesn't mean you're cutting corners, right? You're just testing things out to see what's gonna work for you and your business. Me as a mentor, a leader, and a coach, I can say, okay, at All in the Family 706, we have a Canva subscription that's 120 a year. We have an Ecamm Live subscription that's 350 a year. We have Facetune that we edit our photos with, that's $60 a year. We have Opus Pro Clip that's clipping our live streams for us in a matter of minutes, and that is, $300. Y'all, all of these subscriptions add up. However, we didn't start with all of these subscriptions. Eventually, over time, as our business kept evolving, we started adding more things. Once we could support the business and we needed more, right? We bought more, but we didn't start out with all of these things. So, as a mentor, a leader, and a coach, I will never tell y'all that you need these things. You need the lights that we have. You need the cameras that you don't need all of that stuff. Start free first. And then as your business evolves, as start identifying more about who you are, who you want to reach, what they like, some communities, they like the prim and proper look and vibe. And then some communities are like, I just want you. That's it. I just want you. No lights. I just want to. So,
Yeah.
babe, what would you say about a lot of the money we've lost? And if you could do things all over, what would you do differently?
To be honest, the money that we lost was a lesson learned. So that's why now we're able to can budget and even look at things different. Like, look, if we don't really need this, like, why buy it?
Yeah.
You understand? And I can go back all the way when I was a young boy going to school. I used to work, I worked from a young age. So my mom always used to tell me, let me save at least 50% of your money for you, because guess what? I don't have to pay no water, no light bill. I'm living rent free. She buy all the food. I cook, she cook, my dad cook. And it's like, to me, no, I wanna go out, buy clothes, gonna party with my friends, or do all those type of stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? And now that I reach this age now, and sometimes I look back, not when I say look back, I'm looking back at when my mom used to tell me, let me save some money for you. I'll be honest with you, the amount of work I've done, I'm 43 now, the amount of work I've done and years I've put in, at this point today, I shouldn't be working for anyone.
Oh,
My money should be working for me,
oh,
honestly. You understand? But when you're young and you feel like, oh, your mom telling you the right thing, but you feel like going out with your friends or buying clothes and doing different stuff is better. And then now that you realize, man, if I just listened to my mom, maybe life would have been different today. But guess what? it happened, you did it already. So just now moving forward, you just got to do better with money coming in, budgeting what you're spending. Especially now we have two young boys. You know, you got to look at life different and watch every dollar that you spend
Yeah.
and make a good investment because things are not getting cheap out here. Every day, things are getting harder, things are getting more expensive. Look, even eggs, for instance, let's talk about eggs. Eggs is one of the most expensive things right now. When before you could go get a half dozen of egg or something maybe for a dollar something or $2, and now eggs is expensive. I have friends here in Houston who has bought their own chicken and chicken coop. What they decide they're not buying eggs. You understand? They just go in the backyard and get eggs. I mean, my wife talked to me about that. I know we're in a new neighborhood and that's against our HOA. But in the future, if we was to buy a piece of land, that is something I would want to do also, like have my own chicken,
Yeah.
have some veggies, plant, and different stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in this world, this time right now, we really got to watch every dollar and everything that we spend. Comments.
Okay. All right. Let's go to some comment. Thank you so much for that, babe. Let's go to some comments. So Love Loud Bulldogs is saying that she likes our whelping box, our 2-room whelping box, and she cannot find it online. So Love Loud Bulldogs, the reason why we got it, well, the second room, we got it half off is because they sent it to us used and Babe sanitized it really, really, really well. And we contacted Amazon and we got it at a great discounted rate because we needed it. We didn't want to wait on them to send us another whelping box. So we can share our Amazon affiliate link for you. I think you said it's not available on Amazon, but we do like it because it is high and the dogs can't jump out of it. So quick story about that. One of our YouTube families that we watch on YouTube, he had his mom in the house with the puppies while he went to work. He kept them in the house together while he went to work. And he came back. She had jumped out of the whooping box and tore the house up, ate up the Wi-Fi cable and everything. And that's also why we like having the higher walls. It is expensive, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I think this one was like four something.
Yeah, it was
But the
400.
good thing
Yeah.
about this whelping box is very sturdy when you put it together. One, it's very easy to clean and sanitize
Yeah.
and put back together.
Yeah.
And this whelping box is gonna last you. If you plan to breed for 10, 15 years, it's gonna last you 10 to 15 years. I'm telling you.
Exactly. If your moms aren't, well, even if they are rough, because Dream is a jumper
Yeah.
and it's lasted us. So it was an investment, but we have no regrets about it. And we tried out maybe 2 other whelping boxes and we said, oh no.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is something we don't go cheap on. So let me go to Fluffy Check's comment. Let's see. Fluffy said one of the best things we did was not get carried away with an incubator. We bought one from Amazon and a nebulizer from Target, which did everything we needed less than 150. Same.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. So we should maybe tomorrow or in the week put up the nebulizer. We'll look for the whelping box again and the
Okay.
incubator because guys, they have incubator for $800. We used the incubator for $800 before, but you have some on Amazon for way less than that, and does the job the same and well as the $800. So right now the one we have is way less than $800, and we got it from Amazon.
Yeah, and the reason why I love it too is because y'all know we lost the whole litter last Blue's last litter. We didn't really explain to you guys what happened, but I am considering, I have to talk to my husband about it and get his clearance, but I'm considering replacing the incubator because we don't want to pass germs on to, our litter. So we're in the second year of business. second breeding, like full breeding season. And I think the benefit of having less expensive incubators is you can replace it. So for whatever reason those puppies passed away, maybe that's something we'll share with the members if Babe, chooses to talk about it. It's a very sensitive topic for us, but it's something that y'all should be aware of, and no can happen. It can
Yeah.
definitely happen.
I mean, we can sit down together. I don't have an idea how we can let them know,
Okay.
but it would have to be only members.
Yeah. Yeah. Because y'all need to know what can happen.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people don't know, and you need to know.
Yeah, you definitely need to know what can happen. Bet or not, we just all need to be very aware and very cautious. Okay, so thank you to everybody being here tonight. If you just joined us, we are doing a dual live with All in the Family 706, the breeder with alopecia. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Give your introduction
You
once
have a lot
again.
more comments.
Okay.
This is All in the Family 706, the breeder with alopecia. I'm just introducing myself, man. I'm just listening, tuning in, and just chiming in when it's time to chime in and having a good time, man. Y'all enjoy the live.
Okay. And that is our brother. We love him. We support him. We love his journey. We love, I know the angle is like a little blurry, but just, be patient with me tonight. We love how authentic he is to himself, and we love how comfortable he is becoming on camera. In love and in support of him, I cut my hair to start my new lock journey. So I just want to say, thank you to at All in the Family for being here tonight.
Well,
All
I'm
right,
not
so look,
hearing.
y'all, huh?
I'm not hearing.
You're not hearing me? Did the baby take the mic? Oh wait, no, I'm. You're not hearing me. Hearing me still? Well, you won't hear me. You'll hear him because I have you sync to the
Okay.
the stream. Okay, so let's go back into it, y'all. So we have some comments that I missed. It looks like the baby wants to go with his dad. The people are liking this conversation, bro.
I
So
love it. I love it.
if you can touch on this, so Holiday Bully said that they are looking to replace their incubator as well. And then Love Lab Bulldog said, bald is where it's at. I love my husband's bald head.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm not. I don't like to bore it out, but having alopecia is also mental health type of thing too, because it messes with your head. Because you don't know how people will take you in at the same time. But I done got so far in my lifetime that I'm just going with the flow. Take me for who I am, love it or hate it. It's just sad to say, but be respectful about it. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
not for everybody. It's not. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
but nothing is. Nothing is.
Yeah.
And that's the power in each one of our journeys. Everybody here on the live has a journey, and whether you choose to share it publicly or not, that is solely up to you. But there is power in sharing your journey online, and in memberships we do teach people and families how to turn content into cash. So if anybody here is interested in learning, hey, memberships is not open. Okay, bro, we want to switch gears really quickly and get back to the budget. So one expense that we have not talked about yet is our cell phone bill. But I want to ask you a question first about incubators before we go back to budget. Okay. You being a new breeder, right? Not having had your first litter before, would you have even thought to replace your incubator? Like, what was do you think that would have been on your mind?
Yes. Yeah, but see, but with me, would have been a discussion with, and I'll be honest, that would have been a discussion with my wife, right? And I'd be like, look, we would compare, but if they do the same thing, right? And and we really now thinking on a budget term. And my wife really she's like this for real, for real. You met my wife, so you talked to my wife. So she'll look at the reviews on this and look at the reviews on this and be like, she's an Amazon shopper, so she'll be like, okay, this does the same exact thing as this does. This is $800-900, but this is
Yes, baby.
150. Why spend that on this? Why spend that on this expensive item, but you can get the same thing out of the less expensive?
Okay.
So we would go with the less expensive because it does the same exact thing. And like you said, it's replaceable. It's easier to replace less expensive items than it is to replace an expensive item.
And thank you so much for pinpointing that. So that's the whole purpose of us going back into the conversation about budgeting before we move on to our next expense category. It is easier mentally too and financially to replace a less expensive item than a luxury item. Now, could we have gone out and bought the most expensive incubator? We could have. We tested it out. I think one of our breeder mentor let us test out his and borrow his for our first litter, for Dream's first litter. And at the time that he bought it, he got it for $1,000, right? But at the time that we started breeding, they had marked the incubator up to $1,300. And at the time that we were ready to buy it, after we had whelped our first litter, it was at 15. So we were
Which
like, oh
one?
no.
Which one is it? A P90, something like that, or something like that, or
Something
something
like
with
that.
90 on it, or something like that. I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that. And I'm
yeah,
so
something
happy we
like
didn't buy
that.
that. Yeah.
And you know what really jacked the price up on that though is the fact is that everybody started using that, and that's what jacked the price up. They didn't look at, okay, this does the same. Oh, these top notch breeders use it, so of course they're gonna jack the price up because now you got people with dogs with $100,000 dogs spending money like that. Got five, six of them in a row. Okay, now everybody finna pay this price.
And thank you for saying that because all it takes is a post to go viral. That's it.
That's it.
All it takes is a
That's
post to
it.
go viral for something to become the most popular. But we want to teach y'all that sometimes less expensive can be very usable and plausible. But we don't cut corners. That's the only thing. We don't cut corners. Like, yeah, we want to cut costs, but we don't want to cut corners because some of these cheaper incubators, they have caught on fire. Some of the red lamps, we just haven't said it yet. But some of the red lamps that you will find are not like vet grade red lamps that can be run over your puppies 24/7. Like they're just not safe. Some breeders have actually lost their puppies, their mom, and their children by trying to cut costs and cut corners by getting things that are just not simply safe for whelping and that are not vet approved. So yes, breeding is very expensive. Yes, as breeders, we do have a lot of expenses, but we don't want to cut corners. We definitely don't. Okay. So I want to go back to a comment that Love Loud Bulldogs made regarding your journey, all in the family 706. She said, and it helps filter out who isn't meant for you. Your tribe finds you. And that is in response to you serving the alopecia community now.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. And that's a true fact though. Love Live, it's just, people understand and they all come together when they understand. That's just how I look at everything, Love Live. But
Yeah.
I appreciate that comment though, Love Live. Thank you.
Yeah, I love her support and that's why we made her a moderator. So Fluffy Check's not sure if you have seen, but Love Loud Bulldogs is a moderator too. Love Loud Bulldogs is a moderator. Okay, so let's see. Oh, along with Fluffy Checks and Blissful Fun. But as you guys know, Love Loud Bulldogs is getting ready to whelp her first litter. So we'll be praying for her and sending our positive vibes and blessings to her next week, maybe. She will have her first litter next week. Okay, so all in the family, we got to talk about it. Let me put you back up, bro. Let me put you back up. Okay.
Come on.
Cell phone bill. Let's talk about it.
Well, in that department, I'm really blessed. And I'm gonna be honest with you. My brother works for T-Mobile, so hey, dude, I don't need to speak on no more. I mean,
Okay.
we got the whole family taken care of for I think what I'm paying for my new phone here $5, something like
Mm.
that. And my wife, I think her phone free, and my
Wow.
daughter's phone free, and it's and I be and to be, it's promotional though. Dealing with phones. Working with a company like that, they get promotional deals out in as a family deal. So it was just a blessing. That's all I can say. It was a blessing.
Wow, bro. That is a blessing. Okay, so we going to talk about it. Y'all, we are currently paying $300 for 3 lines. So we are with Verizon and we paid $298.17 for 3 lines. Babe has a line, I have a line, and the business has a line. Oh no, we have 4 lines
Just for
now. We have, oh, my apologies, 4 lines. I apologize. 4 lines. We have 4 lines.
Mm.
And 2 phones are not paid for. So 4 lines and 2 phones, and we are paying $298.17. So let me do the math on that and tell y'all how much we are paying per line. So $298.17 divided by 4. So we are paying $74.54 per line. Okay. So let's go to it because y'all tearing these comments up. Okay. So
Probably on my behalf right there, little.
y'all tearing these comments up. And if you don't mind, let us know what cell phone provider you're with when
oh,
you put.
but we have the watches too.
Oh yeah, and oh, thank you, babe. See, my husband is always on it. So for 4 lines, two Apple Watches with data, and paying on 2 phones, we are paying $298, so almost $300. So 4 lines, 2 phones, 2 watches. Thank you, babe. That's why we need the men. Okay, the men keep us in line. All right, so Love Lab Bulldogs is commenting on her whelping journey, and she said, "I've learned so much from your breeding and whelping content over time. So it really meant a lot to be trusted to support the conversation." Girl, yeah, that's what we're here for, to undergird each other. And when you start going live on your channel, invite us so we can come support you too. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
We
so
all chime in.
sorry, bro. I don't want to cut you off, but yes, go ahead, bro.
I, s- I said we all chime in on the live.
Yeah.
Just have a good time.
Yeah. And my first bulldog ever was an English bulldog.
Mhm.
That was my first dog. I had a little English. So I would love to see those little babies. Okay. And my husband loves them too. He secretly loves them and their little wrinkles too. Okay. So Fluffy checks. Let's go to Fluffy, y'all. Fluff said cell phone bill is with T-Mobile. Okay, T-Mobile has a business line for the newest phone for free. Also, we use Google Voice. Okay. I started out using Google Voice, and we just got an extra line. So let's talk about Google Voice, baby. You know about Google Voice?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So Google Voice is currently a free service that you can use and assign a phone number.
Business.
Yes, with whatever area code that you desire currently. As far as I know, February 2nd, 2026, you can sign up for Google and open a free account, pick the area code, get a free number. You can text from it. All of your phone calls can be routed to your number, which will be hidden. You give your number out to your customers or your clients. They call the number, but it's routed to your phone as normal. The only thing is, I think when they call you, automated message plays, and then they'll know that it's not your actual number. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. But it is free. It is free. And Fluffy Check said that their cell phone bill is $100 a month. Okay. How many phones, Fluff?
Ooh, ooh,
All right,
that,
cause
damn,
I
ooh, that's a good deal. But
yeah,
I guess I heard about that. My brother was telling me about that app right there because I was telling him that I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need another telephone pretty soon for my business line, and he was like, we got that one Google. That's what Fluffy was talking about. He's like, just use that for the time being, and I ain't think about it. And you know what? It's free, so I even like that better.
yeah. So you're considering using the Google Voice number?
Probably so for the time being, till everything really get up there, which I know is gonna happen real soon. But just for a couple months, I want to just try it out,
Oh,
and then
okay,
once I know everything working out, I'm gonna go ahead and get me a real business phone, like a real
okay.
legit business.
Okay, I like that idea. The only thing about it is if you try out Google Voice, I wouldn't print business cards yet because when you start
Yeah,
breeding, when you start breeding, you have puppies and products. You don't want people to be confused. You don't want people to be looking at old business cards and calling the wrong number and like making it hard to reach you. So that's the only thing.
yeah, that's the only reason I would wait on the business card till I really get that business line going. And like I said, I just want to try it out just to see, cause just to see how it's going
Okay. All right,
with
that's
the
good.
voiceover. Because my brother did say though I could get his other line that he used, but I ain't trying to do all that. But if you gonna bless me, I take the free blessing though. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna stop the free blessing.
So thanks for that, Fluffy. So I didn't know you could remove the automated message. That's awesome. Fluffy said you can remove the automated queue from Google Voice calls. That's awesome because you
Oh,
don't want
Fluffy, you
your
going if I do it, you can help me out with that, Fluff, and teach me how to do that there. Cause
yeah,
if
you
that's
don't
the
want your
case, I can
customers
just
thinking you're a scammer.
yeah.
Okay,
If
that's
that's the
good.
case, then I can work with that.
Okay, baby's feeding the baby. I know we missed a whole lot of comments. So, thank y'all so much for putting your numbers out there. So JD said they pay about $450 for 5 cell phones, 3 tablets, 3 watches on one plan. With Verizon. Wait, wait, we pay about three, and y'all got five
But
phones.
Jesus Christ, JD, what kind of deal you went in there to collaborate with JD? You must have went in there to do this some real live talking, my brother.
5 phones, 3 tablets, 3 watches, and y'all paying 450, and we paying 300 for 4 lines, paying on 2 phones and 2 watches. Y'all, is it worth it to pay on phones? Or I don't think the phones collect interest, right? Do they collect interest, babe? I need to look into that.
No,
No.
no,
Oh, okay.
they lose interest as soon as they leave out of the store. Once you
Okay.
pay on it and you pay it off, like if a phone worth $1,000, you may get 500 for it. So, and then they'll sell it for 6, 7. Nigga. So
Okay. Okay. Thank you for
phones
that.
really don't keep no value.
No, I'm saying, are we paying interest on the phones the longer it takes us to pay off these iPhones, or they don't have interest on them?
I don't think, because once you pay off a phone, it's normally set on how many months they give y'all to pay on them. And it's a set amount that y'all pay a month, I'm assuming. So I don't think it builds no interest.
Okay. No, bro, I'm saying, okay, so like, if you charge something on a credit card, they charge you interest
Oh,
for
oh,
that's what I'm saying.
oh.
Like for leaving the balance on the phone before you pay it off, you're just using the phone every month, you're paying toward the phone. Is it are we being charged interest? I gotta look into that. Okay. All right, y'all. The comments are heavy tonight. I so appreciate the conversation. This might have to be like a monthly meeting that we do sit down and chat about bills and how we are saving, because a part of all we earn is ours to keep. So now I kind of want to go to the reading. I don't want to read, but I want to go to the reading and just share with y'all some of the things we've been learning, because it completely shifted how I look at money, how I look at saving, and how I look at being a business owner now. So the first goal, or the first task or target we should all have to stop being broke and become wealthy is to start our purse to fattening, meaning to start saving. So right now, we are on a two-person income household, but we have multiple streams of income. So I'm retired Army, so the VA pays me compensation monthly. My husband, which is a blessing, especially when you are running a business, because that's how we're able to be at home and like have the support to run different businesses, because we have like a fixed income every month. We know that, hey, at least we're getting this. So when babe is not working and he's not able to drive and do his contract work, at least we have the VA compensation undergirding the household and the businesses. And I thank God for my service there. I have no regrets about joining the military, although it's very traumatic for me. I have no regret with that. So first thing we all need to do is start saving a tenth. Now I'm gonna be honest. When I started to read this book, I'm like, how are we gonna do it, bro? I have no problem saving for the business, but when it comes to our household, I need to separate in my mind our money and the business money. Like I know it's separate, but in my mind, I'm like, I used to think all that we have is for the business to have, but I'm learning that all that we earn is a part of all we earn is ours to keep. But how do you feel about that, bro? Starting a new business and having extra income, and we want this thing to thrive. We want to be successful. Like, how do you feel about that?
It was kind of tough because I'm coming from where I always get what I want. You know what I mean? Like, not looking at the value, saying, do I really need this or do I want this? Back in the day, I never looked at the value like that. And if I would have did it like my brother said, if I would have did that a long time ago, I would have been further on in my time. You know what I mean? But
All of
now that
us,
I
yes.
look at things, huh, sis?
I said all of us, yes, bro.
Yeah. So now that I look at the value at a little different, and my wife now is budgeting left and right with me, so it just works out in their favor. Like, she asks me all the time, is that what we want, or is that what we need for the business? Or is that what we need for the house? Now, don't touch this money, because this is the business money. This is the money we set to the side monthly for the house stuff that we need for the house. So we dip it in that. Because we made like a little square of money, business money, set to the side money, household money. And we dip in that, and we always replenish it every time, every payday. Every pay time, we replenish everything we need to replenish.
That's
And then we
awesome.
keep going.
That's awesome.
And we
So
keep going.
I'm sorry, bro, I'm listening.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, so that's awesome. And I'm so happy you're sharing this conversation with your community. So now they can see how you think, how your wife thinks, and how y'all are going about starting your business, funding your business, but also being disciplined in your household. So as like at home entrepreneurs, as new businesses, it's like sometimes you might have the mentality like, even if I gotta go broke, like I want this business to thrive, but we're trying to get out. Well, it's not my husband, it's me. I'm trying to get out of that mentality, like that by any means necessary mentality, because what I'm learning is you should really have four bank accounts as a business owner. Each business person should have at least four. You should have a personal bank account, a personal savings account, a business account, debit account, right? And then a business savings account. Now, whether you have credit cards, personal and business, that's solely, up to you and your spouse how y'all choose to handle like debt management or loans for the business. But every business should have four accounts. We should be saving for the household just like we're saving for the business. So I was making the business more a priority than the household. And I have to honestly say that as a married mom entrepreneur, I was faithfully saving for the business and putting money aside for the business. And then now I look up and we've, now I have exhausted our savings.
Yeah, and it be like that though, sis. It be like that. And see what it is see me and my wife, we have a sit down conversation every payday, every Thursday. Cause our chicks come in early on Thursday. So we sat down Thursday night when I get out of work and we jot down information, be like, listen, we need to put this here, we need to put that there, we need to put that there. So once we do all that, we ask ourselves how much we got left over. So that's
Right.
what we got. Then after all that, we like to put that money up and we like to give ourselves $20, $30 for the next week. So we try to budget ourselves for about $30 a week. That's just on ourselves, just to see if we can do it. That's just testing God to see if we can budget our money for $30 for a week.
And with that
So
$30, is that for the household or is that $30 each? Or is faith included in that 30? Like how do you do that?
that's that what we do with Faith is we give Faith 30, 40. We give Faith $40 because we trying to teach her on how to save the money. You see what
Okay.
I'm saying? We teaching her how to save the money. So between me and my wife, it takes us $30. We test ourselves with $30 a week. That's not including all the square that we got. This is just $30 that we take out of it and be like, here, let's see what we can do for a week with $30. Me and you
Okay.
and Pizza take $30 a piece just to see if we can live. That means gas, all the stopping that you want to do. If you get hungry, what you gonna do?
$30 a
It,
week.
it $30. But see, that is training our
Wow.
minds for that's training our minds to see what we really need, or is it something that we want?
Okay, so I would assume that you don't work far from your house. If you can live
No,
off of
I don't.
30.
I live about 10 minutes away from
Okay.
10 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes. My UPS center ain't no but 10 minutes up the street.
Okay. So the house gets $60 a week.
The house, basically the spend is about $60. Now what we got on the savings house side, that's a lot more what's in there. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? That's a lot more that's in there. But what we try to do is get our mindset to sit down and see what can we do with $30 a week. Now it's up to you to either save it because we're gonna try it again the next week. This is all getting you ready for having your mindset on saying, can I budget my money? Is it something that I need or is it something that I want?
Wow. Okay. So is this something new that y'all just started or have y'all
We
been
we
doing?
we we we've been nibbing at it for a little bit now. We've been nibbing at it for a little bit, but since my wife supports me 100%, so we trying to. She's all aboard on budgeting herself. You know what I mean? So we trying to implement it a lot more now. We
Okay.
trying to see where it can go with us, and if we don't use it, guess what we do? We put it up for the next time. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? And we keep trying. And then sometimes in God's faith and eyes, sometimes you have to spend it. You know what I mean? For gas or something like that. And then it happens, but sometimes in the same time, you got enough gas, you got everything you need for work. You don't prepare out of the grocery money that you got what you need to get you through. You know what I mean? So
Okay, so that's something I wanted to ask everybody on the live. So, do y'all cook or do you kind of eat out sometimes or do you never eat out? Like, what's the strategy?
me and wifey like to cook.
Okay,
We cook. We get stuff just for that week, and then we'll try to go grocery shopping on Sunday.
okay, all right. So,
Yeah.
do y'all get a lunch break at work, bro? You bring your food to work?
That's what I started doing now. I started bringing my food on the truck with me instead of stopping, cause I take a cooler with me,
Okay.
and that saves me my 30 minutes from stopping somewhere to get something to eat. Instead, now I can just pull over somewhere, eat my sandwich or something like that, and take my drink on and go on by my business again. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay, that's
Hey,
discipline.
hey, we trying, but it's working though. It's working in our favor. You know, it's working, and Faith is starting to learn. She's starting, and basically what we're doing this for also is for her is to understand the value of money at the same time.
Right. So Love Lab Bulldog said that she cooks home cooked food tastes better and healthier. That is so true.
That's so true. That is
That
so true.
that is so true.
But but
So
Love Lab, I had something so unhealthy today. Wifey made some Philly steak sub sandwiches today. It was good though. And then my
bro,
brother
I
made
love
some
a Philly
broccoli
cheese.
soup. And
Nice.
then my brother made some broccoli soup with a lot of cheese in it. I mean, it sat heavy on my stomach too. Ooh, but it was
Bro,
good.
I love this conversation that a grown man can sit here and say, "Hey, I make this much, we budget this much, I'm taking care of my
That's right.
family, I'm trying to start a business." Like, this is a healthy conversation.
That's it, and it's super healthy. But people also need to understand that starting up a business isn't cheap. You know, you really have to have your mindset on it to do it. And if you have a good partner behind you, it can always work out. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
It'll work out in his favor.
That's
So
true.
it takes time, but also it takes dedication behind it at the same time. And
Yeah.
if you have that behind you, it's gonna all but work out. You
Yeah.
know, you find your lane and go forward.
Yeah, that's true. So let me put the wisdom wealth tip number one on the screen to start our purse to fattening. Um, well, I'll say saving to saving. That's old school language. Okay, so wisdom wealth tip number one is to start our purse to saving. So saving a tenth of all we earn. Y'all, I know times are hard. One thing that we didn't talk about tonight is credit card debt, mortgage debt, how much we might have in loans. I know the military paid my student loan debt off a couple years ago, and I thank God for that. I actually took out loans in grad school to help somebody else out, to like help a friend. I had no idea about debt, what it could do, how damaging it can be to your credit. I was trying to help my friends out and took out a loan. Um, and I just was like, just young and dumb. Like, let's be honest, I wasn't wise about money, and my friends, they took advantage of that, and it can happen. But we want to start having these conversations so that we can normalize debt management, so we can normalize income and budgeting, and we can get our kids ready. But I'm not gonna beat it over the head tonight. But no, I know we didn't talk about loans or anything like that. So I'll make it quick. I won't be able to. He said cell phone. I won't be able to type because I'm holding trust. But the first thing we all need to do is start saving a tenth. I know it's hard, y'all. Even if you're not able to save a tenth, our brother reminded us last week, save 5%. Put if you could put together like $5, $10, put it to the side. It will build up over time. But save what you can. And then the second wisdom
Bust
wealth
up.
tip is to control our expenses. And that's something as breeders we all need to be doing. Not cutting corners, but cutting costs. Wait, baby.
Papa,
Wait,
come
baby.
here.
Wait, okay? You can sit with mommy, but wait, okay? Mommy's almost done,
Yeah,
okay?
okay. Nephew
Okay.
said he want to sing his song. Let my nephew sing his song.
I'm trying to get through this lesson because I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Okay. And
Oh,
then
shit. Oh.
it's okay, bro. It's okay. I'm wrapping it up. And then the third thing we need to do is to make our money multiply and work for us. So I think this might be an ongoing series that we run on the channel. Even if it's a collab, it could be a collab video next time, bro. We'll talk about it. But
We talk about that.
yeah, but learning how to identify smart investments like these co-owns, sometimes y'all co-owns are not smart investments. They can actually lose you money and time instead of earn you the money that dog is really worth. But we want to be wise as breeders, we want to be wise as business owners, and not do everything you see other people doing. It might work for them, it might not work for you and your style, your integrity, your business mindset and your principles. It might not work for you. Okay, the fourth thing we need to do, and this is the fourth wisdom wealth tip, is that we need to guard our money from loss. So we just let you guys know last week we've invested over $45,000 to start our business, but we've also lost $45,000 in dogs that we no longer have and puppies that passed away due to bad practices or things that we simply couldn't control or could control. We invested 45 and lost 45. And that's 45 tracked. So imagine the money that's not tracked. So over $100,000 just gone in the wind. But make wise investments, it will require you to know more about the industry that you are going into before you get into it. We're all breeders here. Whether you've had your first litter or not, we have to understand the lingo. We have to understand how to recognize scammers. We have to understand how to see if an investment is good or not. Right? We have to learn how to really assess a dog to see if it's going to give you a return on your investment. All investments are not wise investments. Okay. The fifth wisdom wealth tip is to make your house a profitable investment. We don't
Let's
have
go with what
time.
you said.
Yeah, we don't have time to really spend on that, but we just filed our taxes, right? Babe has a business, I have a business, and then we have the business is a bit, but then we have 5 other businesses, right? We hadn't really understood how to file multiple businesses before we filed our taxes. And we didn't want to delay it because Dreams Litter is coming up soon. We did not do proper research to understand how to claim different parts of the house for each business. Babe, he's a 1099 contractor. He doesn't have an office. He works from home, right? His office is his home. We are full-time entrepreneurs. Our office is our home. The merch is at home. Every business that we are operating operates out of the home. And we could have made or gotten back thousands of dollars had we done the proper research to understand how to divide our house and have an office for each business. And that is not a scam. It's actually very legal. You don't claim the whole house, right? Because where are you sleeping? Where are you eating, right? But how Babe explained it to me is you can claim a portion of your home office area and claim that for your taxes for your business. We missed out on some money. We were blessed, but we missed out on a whole lot of money. And then the sixth wisdom wealth tip is to ensure future income for your family in the event that something was to happen to you. We haven't talked about life insurance here or wills or anything like that, but we definitely need to, bro.
401ks, all that need to be spoken about. You know, if you got a working man in the business lane too that can build a 401k, set that to the side. That we could talk about stuff like that too. That's you know all
Yeah.
that direction we can sit down and talk about. You know, setting stuff aside just in case, just like it just said. You know, we got kids. You know, this is what we building it up for. Cause my old saying, the old school saying is, you never know about tomorrow. You know what I mean?
That is
Tomorrow's
true.
never given.
That is true. And thank you so much for even saying that because tomorrow's not promised. And if something was to happen to me, I'm not afraid to say that. You know, if something was to happen to me tonight or
Dang.
tomorrow, I want to make sure that my husband and our kids are taken care of, even though I'm the veteran. So and to say that we are running multiple businesses and we don't have a will and we have a house and we don't have certain things in place, it's like we're wasting time. You know, we just need to make time to do that. Even our life insurance policies, like we just need to make time to do that. But we don't want to get trapped into the wrong thing, you know?
Yeah, see, opening up my eyes with my daddy's situation. You know, even though my daddy and my mom was talking about rearranging some things, but you know, if something happened like that to somebody and they can't talk, you can't do no changing in no will because there ain't no lawyer. He's not coherent enough to do anything for it, you know? So, you know, if anything would happen to my pop, it would change the whole dynamic of things. Nip said he
Yeah.
want to sing.
Okay. I'm trying to work through it, y'all. Okay.
Nah,
Hopefully
you
it's not
good,
too
you
bad.
good. But yeah,
Okay.
so that was an eye opener though, you know, because it was weird because they wanted to sit down with the lawyer and do some
You're
changing,
welcome, baby.
but all of a sudden everything happened so fast with my pop that they wasn't able to do no changing, and that's why I say that. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's
we
certain
have to.
things.
Yep. We gotta secure stuff like that. I think the term I think it starts with an I.
I think so.
When they're no baby, don't do that. When they're inebriated, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I won't say it, but I
Yeah.
definitely when they're under duress or something like that.
Something like that, you need to have that lawyer or something like that with them, or they got to give you the right to sit down and say we can do these changes, and they got to be coherent enough to understand what's going on. Something like that. We was talking to my brother. Me and my brother was talking and looking it up, but it's too much behind it, and I think my daddy gonna pull out. So once he pull out, we all gonna sit down with a lawyer and really get some lined up. You know what I mean?
That's important, bro.
So
That is important. And you know, sometimes family land gets lost. Bank accounts and savings accounts and money buried under houses, all of that stuff gets lost because nobody knows where it is. Life insurance policies,
absolutely,
passwords, like y'all, we got to get it in order. We got to
absolutely.
we
Like
have to
my
get it in
daddy,
order.
you know, he did 22 and a half years in the service, you know, so, you know, it's a lot of things behind this, you know. So,
Yeah.
but I know it's a lot of things that's gonna get lost in the sauce at the same time, and you just gotta go with the flow because he ain't gonna remember half of the stuff where you know what he read before and all this other good stuff. But you know, hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna sit down and figure things out though.
Yeah, and we'll get through it, but the sooner y'all do it the better things will be.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
most definitely. We just trying to hurry up and make sure he be all right. You know what I'm saying, and come back around. At
Yep.
least 80% right now. I'll be satisfied with 80%. That means, you know, everybody doing their job, you know, and 40% now I wanna say, you know.
Okay, that's no baby. That one. Okay. We're definitely looking forward to the update there, but of
Yeah,
course, praying for y'all every day, praying for him every day too.
for sure.
And the last wisdom wealth tip is to increase your ability to learn. And that is something we do every day, either publicly or privately. Memberships is open, as I said earlier, y'all. If you want to just test it out and learn how to turn content into cash, if you want to, if you're a self-paced learner and you're not fully ready to start your business yet, or your project yet, or your YouTube channels yet, you can join as a dream catcher and just get the overview. Or if you're ready and you are serious and you're like, take me in, coach, like All in the Family came out blazing. Okay, blazing. And now Upper Deck JD, he will be changing his name to Upper Deck Frenchies, but now he's blazing. Like, our legacy legends make me so proud. And I know my husband isn't mic'd up right now, but he can attest to this, y'all. We were in another YouTube training today. And if I tell y'all what's coming, y'all would be like, nah, sis. Like, ain't no way in a year's time. It's no way YouTube are allowing y'all to do that. It's no way possible. We've only been monetized for 6 months.
Mhm.
We've only been monetized for 6 months. Our business is a year and maybe 3 months now. We're doing this with a toddler and a baby. It can be done. It can definitely be done. We're monetizing. I just prophesied. We are managing 7 different YouTube channels. It can be done. And we still are sane in the membrane. Okay. We still love each other. We still communicate patiently with each other. We still, take care of our kids and spend time with our kids. We still do stuff together as a family. We make time for travel, even as breeders. Like, we try to take care of our mental health. We have these conversations like this to talk about money, budgeting, finances, even debt. Even debt. To say, okay, yeah, we're making all of this money, but y'all, we still in debt. Like, we're working and we're breeding to pay off debt and pay it off for good. And I had to become comfortable saying that. We've gotten out of debt so many times, y'all. So many times we paid off debt. The military blessed our family by paying off over $60,000 in student loans. Babe blessed our family and we paid off $58,000 in credit card debt. Like, he sacrificed. Babe could have done, I could list in my head how much he could have spent on himself or splurged or bought this, bought that. But he sacrificed and gave our family $58,000 to pay off credit card debt. So now for us to be back in debt, yes, it hurts. I know why, right? We're undergirding our breeding business, but we just want you guys to learn from our life, learn from our lessons and our losses, so that this time next year you can be sitting here with your community, right? At the beach, on a yacht, in a hotel somewhere, hosting a YouTube training class or not, right? With your members and your communities, telling them how good God is and how God has literally transformed your life in a year's time. Because it can happen and it will happen. So, whatever y'all need from us, this is our time. But whatever y'all need from us, like members, please, like, let's lock in. Because when I tell y'all the invites that we are getting behind the scenes, we can't talk about them because they're exclusive. But something happened today. I haven't even had time to tell my husband because he was asleep. Excuse me. But the invites that we are getting from YouTube to be a part of their community, it's absolutely insane. All because of y'all. All because of y'all. Tuning in to live streams, liking the videos, commenting, sharing. We are being blessed with these opportunities. So anytime we have to go live, we will always go live and, sacrifice our time, energy, and effort for you guys, because I wish we could do more. But all because of y'all being here with us. We are being afforded these opportunities. So If anybody has any questions, you can put them in the chat now. I'm going to put All in the Family up at the top so that he can close out for us. Thank you so much for liking the live stream. Love Loud Bulldogs. Before we close out, we want to wish you success on your first litter. I know, things might be a little shaky in the beginning, but y'all gonna get through. Bulldogs are so healthy and they know exactly what to do. So thank you for being here. Love Loud Bulldog said, congratulations, you all deserve it. She also said the reason I'm on YouTube and TikTok is because of your family. It's extremely
Nice.
inspiring. What? Congratulations on starting your YouTube journey. Please consider becoming a member, even if you test out the cheapest tier for $7.99 right now. Please consider joining so that we can teach you how to turn content into cash and sell out these litters. I'm coming All in the Family. Upper Deck JD said I have to wait 7 days for some reason. 7 days for what, bro? Let us know.
You know what? They probably got to wait 7 days because they changing their name. And you know they
Oh,
give you got remember I told you that before that you have to wait so long before you can only change it once every so many days in between, I think.
okay. Okay, yes, that's absolutely true because he just changed it to JD from 2025. Yes. Y'all, Willamite is
2025.
here.
What's up, Willow? What's up, Willow?
Wait, Willamite is on the line. Yeah, Willamite is here. I'm sure he's probably watching with his family. And we love y'all right back and we appreciate you guys so much. If y'all never knew why we are obedient to daily live streams, now we start streaming 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. That's why, y'all, because y'all have blessed us so much. And I feel like you can't even put a price tag on how much y'all have blessed us. That's why we don't put a time limit on y'all. We wouldn't be afforded these opportunities if it wasn't for y'all. Yes, I could set up 1,000,001 phones and we could all be in the house, but who gonna chat? Like who's gonna give us, the feedback? So that's why we do it. We do it for y'all. Okay, Love Loud Bulldog says she's signing up. Love Loud Bulldogs, we would love to have you in memberships. Okay, my brother, it's on you now. It's on you.
Well, man, I just want to tell y'all, man, this is more to come. You know, this just the beginning of what y'all seeing here from point blank to point A to B to C to D, wherever y'all want to go. I just want y'all to tune in, man. Me and Sis gonna do a collab probably once a week on talking about finances and stuff like that, because it's stuff that y'all need to understand about the business aspect. And everything else, you know what I mean? But from All in the Family 706, a breeder with alopecia, man, I'm just saying thank you to everything, man, and thanks to my sis for giving me this opportunity on a lot of things, you know. And I love y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, you
And
know.
we appreciate that, bro. We appreciate that. I love you so much. I love you like we grew up together. We're so proud of you and your journey, your community, the people that you are focusing on now, the people and the dogs. Because, babe, we learned today that dogs have alopecia too. I didn't even know that, bro. I didn't.
Dogs do have alopecia, and there's more to come about that on my live coming real soon. We're gonna have an open discussion on dogs having alopecia, and it starts from patches. So just tune in. Just tune in. It's gonna
Okay.
happen.
Okay, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream tonight. We are the Rosham Frenchie Breeders, home of the 3K Pup. I was your host tonight at Miss Dreeks. I am a married mom entrepreneur running 7 businesses and brands from home with a toddler and a baby. My husband to the left of me is at Paid to Deliver. You guys, he's a Caribbean contractor turned U.S. entrepreneur. And today and this morning, we spent time identifying our superpowers. So, like All in the Family just said that he is a breeder with alopecia, he identified that he is a breeder with alopecia. I have identified that I am a married mom entrepreneur. And that's okay. That's my superpower that I get to be at home, run a 24/7 daycare. Okay. We are saving about $1,000 a month on daycare expenses because we're running one from home and we're also running our businesses from home. And God has blessed us to be able to do that and teach you guys how to do the same thing. My husband has been blessed to drive when he wants, right? Because the military pays us every month. And now we have these beautiful French bulldogs that we're breeding to work ourselves out of debt. So if we can do it, y'all surely can do it. If y'all have any questions about dog breeding, dog whelping, dog care, that information is public. Y'all can leave a comment under any video, the replay of tonight's live stream, all in the family's channel as well. Any of his videos, any of his live streams, and somebody will be sure to respond to your questions and get you the help that you need. And then privately, if you are interested in our memberships and you want to learn how to turn content into cash, how to monetize your God-given gifts and your talents, how to get paid for just simply being who you are. Okay. I get paid as Miss Dreeks to be a married mom entrepreneur. At Paid to Deliver gets paid for being a Caribbean contractor turned U.S. entrepreneur. All in the Family 706, he will be getting paid, okay, to be the breeder with alopecia, to be the husband with alopecia, to be the father with alopecia. And it's just such a blessing. Upper Deck Frenchies is one of our legacy legends as well. And he is a disabled veteran turned entrepreneur. So we have all identified who we are, who we're serving, what we're good at, what we can do in our sleep, and how we can get paid to breathe. How does that sound, bro? You want to get paid to breathe?
You know I do. You know I do. You know I do. But I do have a beautiful Coco Tri Frenchie. And my sister blessed me with this beautiful Coco Tri Frenchie. And this is Sissy's dear-hearted Frenchie that I have, you know. If she would be asleep, I would show her because I show her everywhere. Every time I'm on live or something, I have her in my hand because that's my sweetheart. But she will be, yes, she's going to have some pups. Yes, she is, real soon.
No,
Yes, sir.
we're
Yes, ma'am.
we're yeah, we're interested in that. But bro, we love you. I'm so proud of I have to stop. I'm so proud of your journey. And this is only the beginning.
That's it. That's it. It's only up from here. That's all we can go.
No downward spiral. Okay. Well, y'all have a good
No,
night. All in the family. I will be sharing clips from you once I do clip it. Love Loud Bulldog stayed and she said love the love, of course. And we are looking
of
to
course.
return the love at
Love
Love
back.
Loud Bulldogs all the way in Florida. But y'all have a good night and remember that the same old story is the same good news. We love you. We will see you soon.
Peace.